Well, it's Friday, it's the Reverend Elizabeth Spence, and therefore it can only mean one thing, it's snippet time. Most of us are pretty competent on things like Zoom these days because we've been using them so often. Gone are the days when you started a meeting doing this, looking to see if you're on video, which you always are, so that everybody is able to see that wonderful picture there. Or indeed when you start your impassioned plea about there being a nationwide break time at 3 p.m. so that everybody can have cookies and milk and a wee nap, only to hear somebody shout, "Monica, you're on mute." We don't make those mistakes again. For most of us, Zoom has become quite a normal thing. However, what's not normal is the Zoom wave. Towards the end of the meeting, I sit there and I say, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not doing it. I'm not going to do it. I am not. No, I've done it. And there I am, waving like some sort of overly excited TV presenter, big waves, thumbs up even, saying bye, bye, in spite of the fact I'm on mute. So what's that all about? Well, some psychologists say it's because we don't have the same cues that we would have in a meeting. You know what it's like towards the end of a meeting. People begin to very quietly maybe gather up their papers or put their pen in their pencil case. Yes, I go to meetings where people put pens into pencil cases. Or indeed when you have a wee sly look down at your emails to see what's happened since you've been in the meeting. When you've had to listen to Sally saying it's time to revamp and reboot our integrated transition options. But these cues don't translate when you're on Zoom, and sometimes people get a bit of a fright and the end of the meeting comes without their knowing it. And then you end up with the Muppet Wave as we realise the meeting is over. I'd also like to think it's about human contact. At the moment, there's no small chit-chat as you get organised for a meeting. You're not going to inquire if Derek managed to get that cream for his rash, or whether Maureen discovered that the Head and Shoulders works really well. It's too public, everybody would hear. There's less human contact when you're on a Zoom call, less opportunity to make a connection with individuals. So the wave at the end of every meeting is some way to connect with people. Zoom meetings, of course, have been such a godsend to people over these last months, especially to families and to friends who have been separated. And as we move into there being more freedom, perhaps the Zoom meeting will be less required. It's great to actually be able to meet people, to connect with people, whether it's in the garden or in the house for some or down the pub for others. It'll be that human connection that we've so much missed. The connections that have raised our spirits, fed our souls, and boosted our morale. However, we still won't be able to hug everybody we'd like to hug. So maybe we should keep the Zoom wave for a wee while longer. So let's pray together. Holy God, we give thanks for all the progress being made in the challenge of beating COVID-19. We give thanks for those you have given us to love and to cherish. We are grateful for human connection in a smile, in a wave, in a thumbs up. And we look forward to the day when we can be together once more with no restrictions. You are a God who hears our prayers, and so we offer this one to you. Amen. And so until next week, stay safe, stay well, stay connected. Bye!